Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to you at last. I am Stylosa and I am back with another solo queue adventure. However, this time, I didn't actually record myself as I was playing the game, but this is actually a really good game. So what I'm going to do is turn the webcam on and we're going to go through this game and we're going to talk about what happened, because I guess it can kind of be like an over-analysed of my own play. It's going to be an interesting one, this is, because it's a really good game. Alright guys, let's get stuck into this. Alright guys, so what we got here is a pretty high level game that we're going into, and you can see the first thing that I do is I kind of check to see like who's playing what, and I think, okay, well, I'll play Lucio, because obviously if you've got higher ranked players on your team, then you're probably going to want those guys doing what they're going to do. So straight away, somebody's like, Stylosa? I should probably change my name from Crusher99. You know, I don't think I've actually ran into anybody called Crusher99. Yeah. Also, Kyle #1 fan. That is the brother of Chris, or Chris the Effer from the UK World Cup team, which is a nice little bit of magic. Actually, I think he's the highest rated UK player at the moment. I think Boombox was, but he decayed. But anyway, what we're looking at here is me starting off the game and thinking, all right, I'm going to play as Lucio, because what I've been doing, Crusher, I think, is really close to GM. So I've been trying to be flexible, trying to fill. This is like how I play the game, and I wish it was how other people played the game as well. Because, to be honest, like when you play Overwatch, I get that some people are better at certain heroes, and I guess, to be honest, like the more I think about this, like the more I want people to be flexible. But some people just, you know, will never be flexible. Really, I don't think. But that's the sort of player I am. I'm pretty much a tank and support player when it gets to this kind of level. I think through the kind of lower tiers, I'm more comfortable on Soldier 76 and even McCree and stuff like that. And I can play the odd game at that level, but when we start getting into the higher end of the ladder, it's very much like I'm playing Zen, I'm playing Lucio, I'm playing Winston, or Reinhardt. That's basically my go-to, or even Anna. Okay, so I guess what we're going to do here is, I can't really fill in my voice comms because you'll see my little voice thing pop up, but obviously I didn't record my microphone, which is kind of a bit of a shame. So you're just going to have to listen to my lovely voice. What you will hear in this is certain calls off people. You'll hear certain good stuff like that, hopefully. So here we go, right? So we've got Rubicon, who's actually I think he played for the Russian team as well. I think he used to play for United, so a pretty good player. You'll notice, like, I'm actually talking, right? This is me calling. Watch, you'll notice it'll come up. Or did it just come up? I think I missed it. Yeah, I can hear the sound effect when I open my microphone. Basically calling targets, right? Because remember, if you guys watch me overanalyzed on Lucio, Lucio, a lot of his strength comes from being vocal, but being vocal in a way which is kind of simple, right? Just basically calling people who are low. You know, like, oh, Winston's low. Go on the Mercy. I think that's why I was shouting. Like, go on the Mercy, go on the Mercy. This turned out to be a pretty good attack. Also, another thing as well is you've got to think about the usage of amp. And I think I was okay with my amp usage on this. Although I must admit I am very rusty with Lucio. Lucio is a hero I've not played too much of this season. Probably, when I say not too much of, be surprised if I haven't played more than 2 hours of Lucio. Been playing quite a lot of Zen. But Lucio works better in this group. Also, Krytox is a pretty good player on the enemy team as well.
Yeah, you should I
guess as well, this game, like, you see, they said we should fight, so I speed in and we go in.
Nice.
It's actually quite nice just to sit back and watch this. Sometimes I feel like a spectator with you guys.
Winston behind, by the mini, left side.
One side.
Get there.
Kill the Zai.
Winston the close.
That was a lucky amp. You managed to get the ult out of Winston, so that was okay.
There's more of the payload, it's fine.
But you'll notice it's not a lot of talk. Like, it's not like I'm constantly on the microphone, I'm constantly talking. Or even our team are constantly talking. It's just little bits of information. People generally say what they're going to do, and people say when they're going to use an ultimate, right? See, like I was talking there, like I think I was telling them to push forward.
Nice.
I mean, that's really nice off Rubicon there to kill the ult in Soldier, because he just popped his ultimate and he killed him. He might still have it, because I don't like that mechanic. That should totally change as well. But yeah, the point of this video is just to show you communication, I think. Now, I know this is like ultra high end of the ladder, and I know this is the sort of thing which is not going to be in every game, but there are things you can take from this. Like, there's other games that I've been in today where nobody's talking, it's only me on the microphone, but I'll still do my best to talk, like just saying basic things like, guys, let's go left, guys, let's go in. You know, I think I'm saying I'm going to beat here. I'm pretty sure I beat here. Yeah, I'm saying, guys, I'm going to beat, let's go in. So we beat and we go aggressive, which actually working out quite well. Good use of beat. It's, you know what, actually, being with the UK World Cup team has improved me so much as a player. It's unbelievable. Just being around, like, those players and watching how they... You know, this is... I'm going to turn that into a video, actually. It's a good idea. Like, the mentality of those players is so different than the mentality I had or the mentality of just somebody on the ladder. Like, they look at the game in a totally different way. And it's made me such a better player from just, like... See, so I'm calling there Reinhardt slow, like he's literally 1 HP. It's a nice bomb off Trace to get rid of him.
Nice bomb.
And then we've just got the Winston basically to kill now. Like this, when it gets messy like this, it just kind of comes down to like better target priority, right? And you can hear them kind of talking. In fact, I'll just be quiet for a second. I'll take a drink of my cheap co-op Coca-Cola.
Mercy's one.
Professional YouTuber. But you see the communication, it's minimal. I think, again, I was shouting there, Reinhardt's low.
He's low, he took a rocket.
Soldier's really low.
Winston low.
I mean, this is a really good habit to get into, watching your own games back. Makes you a better player. So we can hear it's high noon, so I'm like, oh my god, we've got to hide. So we hide, and it's beautiful.
Zen is 1 HP.
Look at Zen, 1 HP. I think I go a bit aggressive here. Yeah, I'm like, going to kill the Zen, but...
Yeah, I think so.
We'd lost the fight, in all honesty, at that point, so we needed to just die and reset. But this is where we need to look and think, okay, what are we doing? What's going on? What ultimates are coming up? How are we going to attack? Well, I've got sound barrier again almost here. So the enemy team, if you look at the team comp, doesn't really have anything which I need to sound barrier to protect apart from the soldier ult. Everything else is like, we don't really need the sound barrier. They don't have a grab. They don't have anything like that. So I can use the sound barrier to engage, and that's what I say.
Only 5 though.
I think we get a pick. I think we wait, we get a pick, and then we go, we lose our Trace. This is not good, right? And it's notoriously difficult to attack this point. On Numbani, you need the whole team, right? So we're sort of like taking pointless damage.
We can't really do much with that tick.
Yeah, Rubicon's right. We can't really do too much. We've got to wait. Rubicon, actually, that's a really good dive there. Goes in, we get a pick. They're really low. This is, I'm going to sound barrier now.
Well.
See, I'm saying, guys, I'm sound barriering. Yes. I feel so proud of myself. I feel so proud of myself for doing that. Like, that's such a good move. Soldiers ult, no, so maybe not the greatest move ever. Because, well, maybe I should have saved my ult for that. Mercy's died with her res. I still think my use of sound barrier was okay. But now, on second thought, no, I think it was the right thing to do. I think Soldier played clever. Because if Mercy would have res then after, that would have been good, right? Because... yeah, I'm going to say that would have been good. Alright, so now I swapped to Zen. The reason why I've swapped to Zen here is because Zen, I'm going to be able to Discord targets, right? And I'm going to be able to get Transcendence, which is pretty much on par with Sound Barrier. But I feel like I can do a little bit more because there's chokes I can spam here. So the first thing I do is die, which is not great.
I could go...
We get a res, so that's good. So now I'm going to start pushing forward. Like, positioning is everything with Zen. You don't want to be on the front line. You need to sort of be on the back line. You need to be spamming, hitting the chokes. Again, this comes from watching Boombox play and talking to Boombox at the World Cup. Just how he plays Zen.
Yeah, I think I'll take Ryan.
Like, it's made me such a better player. It's so unbelievable how talking to those guys has made me just, like, infinitely better at this game. It's crazy. Alright, so, yeah, we're sort of just trying to push around this corner, but it's very difficult. I think that bomb... yeah, that bomb almost got me, but I managed to get out. Diva bombs are so bad for Zen because Zen is so slow moving. Right, now I've got Transcendence, so I know I'm safe. I know I can do stuff and it'll be safe. And I'm sort of applying Discord, then I die, which is not great, right? So, what did I do there? I jumped on the payload. Watch this. Oh, I thought I should have the kill cam, but basically I jumped on the payload. Stupid. That was really bad positioning off me and it got me killed. I should not have done that. Should have stayed towards the back. And, yeah, because me dying with Transcendence is stupid. Chips are there. It just seems to have killed everybody. So it's like, this happens when you've got top 500 or top 10 players on your team. These things can happen. But I'm back in the fight now. So this I'm going to be looking to apply the Discord again. I pop my Transcendence because I want us to push forward and kill the Zen, and it works. I think, yeah, I'm shouting at the time. I'm going, guys, get the Zen, get the Zen. I'm going hard on the Zen. We go into the Zen and kill him. You see, with Transcendence and Sound Barrier, you can be very aggressive with them. And I think the better supports are very aggressive with them. I've always said this with Overwatch. Try and be aggressive more so than defensive because you can learn to be defensive over time, but it's harder to learn to be aggressive when you're defensive. So now this is pretty much a done deal, right? I'm sitting in a nice position. We're killing them all. Discord's dropping everywhere. It's all feeling good. And it's a good hold. And everyone's like, nice boys, great. But you'll notice in this game, there was no tilting. Now, you still get tilting, right? People still tilt at every level. it was a match where everybody was willing to talk on a human level to each other, right? Everyone's giving basic information. There's no trolling. There's none of that. And these are the best games of Overwatch, like, by far. And why are they the best? Because everybody's playing a role that they can play. Of course, this is like, you know, like I said, it's, you know, maybe you get 1 in 5 games are like this.
Mate. We meet.
And this is them recognising me again. I'll take another swig of my awesome Coke.
You better not throw, mate. This is my game for top 10. It's important we win this game.
Okay, so let's look at what I'm doing with the team. So what I'm thinking we do here
Proper might.
is I go Ana because
How will
we're going to get dived straight away.
In the World Cup, mate?
I know that's going to happen.
Fuck you.
So I'm like,
Fucking side group.
I don't really want to go Lucio. Don't really want to go Zen.
Yeah, the groups. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I'll get us home safe.
Fucking Great Britain. Fucking getting lucky
Mate,
there.
if UK played Russia, it literally would have been fucking over in
Pick
10
your
minutes.
medicine.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Russia actually wrecked us in scrims. Anyway.
That would have been beautiful. Someone from my chat says hi, by the way, Stylosa.
And I said hi back, ladies and gentlemen. So,
I didn't notice, but they have 2 mercy-only player.
That is unlucky.
what I'm going to do here is set up in the standard Ana position, right? And I'm going to run towards my team when they dive me. Because at this level of the game, everybody will dive, and they will dive immediately to where I'm standing here, and I will instantly die. So I've got to be careful of this. And what I will need to do is drop down and, like, basically run
By the
forward,
way, if
nade
you
the where the
want to
Winston
switch,
is,
to
and then
another
drop down. So that's what I'm going to do.
support,
Remember, you always
help
need
me.
a plan in Overwatch. Don't just go into the game like, lol, 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 what am I going to do? Go into the game and be like,
Shit, you've been fucking
what am I
fired
going
out,
to do?
mate.
Right, so first thing I'm going to do is just see if I can
Let's leave.
peek, poke, maybe get a bit. You'll
Everyone
notice
is-
Genji's shurikens are coming. Yeah, Genji's coming in now. It's like, uh-oh. So I got damage, shouldn't have done that. Here comes the dive, straight through the mid. So I run forward to the Winston. I get knocked back there by the Diva. So now I'm in a position which actually isn't too bad because I can start working on the Doomfist over there. Which I missed one shot there, but I don't think that would have saved him. Now it's getting really dangerous, right? Because, well, I'm the only support. I'm inside a Winston bubble. I'm in a really bad position. They're all over me, and I'm dead. This is why
I'll switch
people
over.
don't like dive. I don't mind dive, but it can also be frustrating. Because when you're Ana or when you're Zen, you get just destroyed because they target you and they're on top of you and you can't do anything. So what I'm going to do now is get rid of Ana.
We could contest,
The reason why I'm
to be
getting rid of Ana is because Zen, I'm going to be able to heal more
solid,
effectively because we've got a Winston and we've got a Doomfist. So what I'm going to do is stick my orb on the Winston and the Doomfist primarily to give them a bit of healing. Also, as well, I'm kind of feeling Zen a little bit more, but there is always a reason behind the swaps. It's never just going to be, I just fancy playing Zen, so I'm just going to play Zen. Yeah, right now Zen's pretty strong in the meta, but what I'm going to do is well, use Zen because I know
Are we
there's
just
more
sailing?
chance of us
Let's
holding.
move them, let's move them.
I feel like I'm going to contribute
Let's
more,
go
and I
straight
think it
to
works
one.
better. So,
So McCree close.
notice the comms. We're saying, right, let's go, let's dive. So in we go. Got the orb on the Winston. Winston's doing work.
Genji low.
I'm starting to put my Discord through. I don't like my positioning here, though. I'm a little bit too close, I think. Didn't really need to be this close. I'm trying to Discord the Genji. Kind of didn't work. I was a bit late on the heal on the Winston. So now we've kind of lost this fight. I don't think it would have mattered even if I had my orb on the fight. They committed ultimates to it.
Just get out,
It's
get
like
out,
whatever.
guns.
You notice what they're saying to me, get out, Sty. I am trying to get out. There is no way I'm going to escape. They are going to chase me and kill me. This part of the map is absolutely awesome for doing that kind of thing, for staggering kills, especially when it's a Zen left. Zen moves really slow. I can't really escape, you know, so it's just like, whatever, I'm going to die. You got 2 options there. You try and escape or you just die fast. So
Oh, shit.
that's bad, though, off the Tracer.
I'm
We lose the
going in
Tracer. That's not great, right? Well, it's not bad off the Tracer. Tracer's just lost the duel. Then we lose our Doomfist, and now it's looking quite bad. But you'll notice Winston has popped his ult, and he's on the payload. You're probably thinking, why has he done this? Now, he's done that to delay the payload, because
Can you play Diva?
if you look at the timing, well, there's 4 minutes
Not
left
sure why we have-
before they even cap the point. They have been rolling this through. We have not stopped them at any point. This payload has kept rolling. This is frightening now. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. We've really got to hold this point now. So,
It's always a good sign when he leaves voice
yeah.
chat.
Yes, that guy in our team, Tilted, left voice chat, and he picked Reaper, wasn't he? These things happen, right?
Alright, ready? Let's go.
This point, though, is absolutely beautiful for Zen because you can spam these chokes. You can do a lot of work. So, what we're trying to work out now is I've got Transcendence, and our Lucio is going to have beat. What happens in a second is so horrifically bad. I'm pretty sure I said to him, I will Transcendence first. Maybe it happens in the next fight. Yeah, it must happen in the next fight.
Let's just try and demech the Diva.
So what we're doing here is pushing them forward, is chasing them back. trying to get as many kills as we can here, because this is going to stagger their respawns, which means it's going to take them longer to get in an attack, and that is absolutely, like, it's absolutely crucial.
Nice.
Just,
Okay.
12 minutes to go.
So,
Easy though. It's last point in Numbani.
can you hear what he's saying? Last point Numbani, it's easy. Last point Numbani isn't
you're right.
easy, it's difficult. If they stack ults, it's going to be a problem. There. That was bad. What happened there is we both used our ultimates at the same time. That is not very
comes the
good,
grab.
ladies and gentlemen. In fact,
We'll do it next
that
time.
is horrific. So this happens sometimes, right? What you should never do is layer
It's fine.
support
They're gonna
ultimates. You
grab
should
now.
use either Zen
Can you hear me?
or
Soldier
beat.
on
Don't
the
use both at the same time. But sometimes in the panic of battle, it'll happen. So it's like, whatever. You just move on with it. It doesn't matter. Try and charge your ultimate up again. It's cool. This McCree, though, is really popping up. This is getting quite bad for us.
We can
This
go for
bomb is...
Oh, okay.
I think I was saved there by a bubbled Lucio taking the hit in front of me. I thought I was dead. That was
Decrease
so
level
close.
extended.
It's crazy. Look what Diva's doing though, right? Diva knows I'm a weak target. Diva is like, I'm going to smash that Zen. And this is what happens at these levels, right? People dive onto you and wreck you. And it's just like, you just kind of have to deal with it. You have to expect it to come in and then deal with it.
Weak.
But who cares what level this game is at, right? This applies to every level of the game. You'll notice what is going on in this game. There is always a plan that I've got. It doesn't matter if it's a terrible plan. See that Diva? You shouldn't kill Diva as well. Like, I almost tried to kill her. You should always leave the mini Diva. When you, in fact, this is something all you guys have got to learn, right? If you demech Diva, leave Diva. She cannot do anything when she's baby Diva. Unless she's contesting a point or something and you want to get rid of her. Just basically leave her.
They have grabbed the Oh shit.
I'll be quiet for a second so you guys
Well,
can
we
hear the
got Diva
comms.
still.
I could try blocking it with grab.
Because what we're trying to... the comms kind of gone.
McCree's coming
We're
out.
expecting grav, yeah?
Don't say
So
that.
we don't know where their grav is. There's their grav. That is such a bad grav. And it's okay because I've got Transcendence. And I was saying, guys, I'll have Transcendence before the grab. Because if we get grabbed, I'm just going to totally use the Transcendence to negate any damage, right? But their grav was so bad, it's like,
They grab as well, yeah.
this is a really big win for us
Yeah,
now.
we have
Like a
3
massive win.
ultimates.
Nice.
I mean, you can hear the team going, nice, nice. It is a massive,
Almost
massive win.
too.
We have grab bomb for this fight.
So he's asked me not to use
If
Xenol.
you can.
Reason for that is you want to try and save this for the next fight because we can use Sound Barrier in this fight. But if I need to use Xenol, I'm going to use Xenol, right? Especially if like a Genji Blade comes in or something like that. And we've just lost our Lucio. So now I'm like, shit, I've got to do something here because we've just lost our Lucio. Soldier's popped this ult. I'm going to transcend into this. I've noticed how Winston's low. I'm going to go in and save him.
Soldier's low.
They used 2 ultimates there for our 1, I think. So that's a good trade. I'm pretty sure they did. But the reaction there, the thing which went off in my head was, uh-oh, sound barrier, let's go. Now, guys, I know this is a bit of a different video, but I want you to let me know about this, because this kind of is, like, this is like an overanalyzed, but also a live game. It's a weird one.
They're on Genji again.
But maybe this is explaining what I'm doing in my games.
Fall back, to be honest.
Yeah, don't get picked in.
Because you've got to be realistic in Overwatch, right? I know
Weak as fuck, by the way.
I'm not the best, like, at this level, I can't play Soldier or anything like that. But maybe I kind of can, but this is such a high-level game, it would be bad. I know I'm a good support player. I know, and I get wrecked there. I know I'm a good tank player as well, because I can kind of think a bit logically about it. So what I'm saying is just try and play to your strengths, like. So I died there anyway through bad positioning. They dived onto me and just obliterated me. So it's going to be up to our team now to like hopefully do some work. Doomfist is doing work, which Doomfist is doing a lot of work. But most of our team is still alive there on the payload. Well, we got 3 guys on the payload, so it's not too bad.
Shit.
Notice a call was made there.
Kill Lucio.
That happens a lot as well. Like, through the power of communication, all you've got to do is basically say where people are. Like, if there was a tracer behind me now, I'd go, guys, there's a tracer behind, right? The team knows she's there. The team are going to sort her out. Same for people asking for heals as well. I need healing.
I'm going in 2 seconds.
You're going to give them heals, right? What you've got to try and avoid with Overwatch is being like... It's not toxicity. It's like...
We have grab soon.
Yeah, but
It's like being Mardy, right? It's like taking offense at anything. If somebody says to you, oh my god, why have you done that? Don't take it as like, oh my god. So, Genji,
Yeah,
that's
have
another, like, uh-oh, I'm going to use my ult. Genji pulls his blade out, could potentially wipe the team. Not if I use Transcendence, right? I don't mind selling Transcendence for a Genji blade. So I'm shouting here. I've got Tracer on me, Tracer on me, Tracer on me.
Last fight, guys.
Me and Lucio kill her. But the whole team was here, so it's fine. And there you go.
Hello, Lucy.
We've got a win on the payload, and we managed to hold this point for over 5 minutes, which is absolutely huge.
What?
You're having a piss, mate.
Oh. So complete.
And the enemy team are starting to like report each other now, for some reason.
Final score.
Hey boys, we made it in life.
I'm
We hit
saying I'm
top
proud
10.
of him.
He's proud of me, Ty. He's proud of me. Nice, dude.
I told you, was ladies and gentlemen. There you
The
go.
highest rated UK player now. Boombox is decayed.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a solo queue game, but a bit of a different one. It wasn't a straight up live commentary. It was me commentating on the game after I've played the game, if that makes any sense. Let me know if you like this, because I can kind of do this instead of the old format, but we'll see. Let me know about this in the comments below, guys. I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.